Welcome to Kobe Show, everyone.
Young Kobe.
Everybody, what's up? Welcome again to our In the Zone Kobe special. Introducing number 24, five-time NBA champion, two-time NBA MVP,
Right at good.
most valuable player 2008,
Yes, he did. That was sensational.
18 times NBA All-Star,
16, 13, and 2.5 blocks. Still has venom in those.
4 times NBA All-Star Game MVP,
You can't defend that. Are you kidding me?
What a reverse by Kobe Bryant.
11 times NBA All-First Team,
Leaving it on. Kobe on the reverse. He never saw it. Back to the basket.
He knows where it
What
is.
a play by Kobe again.
2 times NBA Second Team,
Look at the determination on his face. J.R. Smith caught with his hands down.
2 times All-NBA Third Team,
There was a time where this guy would try to get 50 tonight, and his team would have a chance of winning. But they're at their best when he's making. Bryant banks it in, off balance.
9 times NBA All-Defensive First Team,
Randolph trying to slip him at home. Wow.
3 times NBA All-Defensive Second Team,
And I'm glad they didn't blow the whistle.
By Kobe. I mean, he's been coming out of center field with a lot of plays, and Yao says, where did he come from? Isn't it illegal?
2 times NBA Scoring Champion,
I read that one.
They slapped it
Incredible.
with his hands, and as he's falling down, he regroups and throws.
NBA Slam Dunk Contest Champion 1997, NBA All-Rookie
All the way in the corner with a shot knocked down. Oh, what
Naismith Prep Player of the Year 1996, and First Team Parade All-American 1996 with 4th ranking, highest pointer of NBA, 33,643 points.
Career, and he gets a free throw for the end.
All right, guys. So today's a Kobe special. Okay, Coach Shiyang, anything you want to share with us? Okay, how Kobe actually impacted your life or influenced you? I don't know.
Thanks, Nate. I just wanted to say that obviously listening to all those statistics of Kobe's, we all know he was a true champion. And I think, obviously those stats show that as well. But the thing to me is, coaching kids, in different age groups, the kids do gravitate to these true champions and want to emulate what they do on the court. I think over the years, definitely when Kobe was at his peak, there were kids, trying to copy that famous fadeaway step back move that Kobe had. And it's interesting, we also are going to show that in our Elevate Your Game series today on the show. But even to this day, and years after Kobe had stopped playing, the kids are still trying to copy that move. So, to me, that's a sign of a true champion. And obviously he had such a following with people all around the world. That's kind of what sticks in my mind when I think of Kobe as far as that's concerned. I think, his presence and so forth was obviously, accepted and, as being a true champion, and there's no doubt he was one of the greats.
All right. Yeah, it's true that millions of kids inspired by Kobe. Okay, that's why the world becomes so sad when we hear about the tragic news. Okay, Coach Victor, for you, who is Kobe for you?
With all the achievements that he had, looking through all his accolades, I feel that to achieve this status, he is definitely a perfectionist, and definitely his work ethic must be off the charts. You do not become a champion like him by being a lazy player or just training mediocre.
Yes.
One story that I read about was when he was with Team USA. The team training was around 7 a.m. in the morning. By the time the other players got there, he already had his own personal training, his own workout 2 hours before. So when team training starts, he would have, gone on to have his second training in the morning. So that is his own work ethic to achieve the level of greatness that he had.
Wow. Yes, indeed. As a coach, that's one most important thing also that I learned from him when we teach kids. Okay, Coach PK, how about you?
Okay. First of all, I think the loss of Kobe was really something that was a great impact to the world of basketball. And the moment the news came out, I think many people were in disbelief. And for me, what made Kobe really special was what he termed as the Mamba mentality. So, which is what Coach Victor also mentioned, his obsession with perfection. So, one story that I remember reading about Kobe's Mamba mentality and his perfectionist characteristic was that he was actually training. He was actually shooting with pre-game shots, and he was actually missing more shots than he made. And then he pointed out to a staff member that this was because the rim was a quarter inch off the normal 10-foot height. So he made the staff actually went to check on it, and he brought a ladder, he brought a measuring tape. He went to check, and true enough, it was really what Kobe has said. It was a quarter inch off the normal height. So it shows how much he has practiced on that hoop and how detailed he was in terms of how he treated the way that he approached the game. And I think that's something really amazing about him, which I think the other person that I could say has the same kind of mentality is Michael Jordan, and both of them are two of the greatest. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, truly, if you practice hard, right? Yeah, everything becomes normal, even the hoop. So, guys, for me, I grew up, and then when I was still playing, he actually is on his peak. Okay, so he went to Philippines. I came down to join his clinic. I saw him personally, and then also he impacted my life so much. Where I became a coach, right? I read a lot about him, and then one of the most amazing thing that I read about him, is working ethic. He found beauty in mundane. He said that if you enjoy those boring stuff, okay, and you having fun with those boring stuff, okay, there will be a greatness, waiting for you, in the end. Yeah. So that's the most thing that's the greatest thing that I've learned about Kobe. Okay, that's why I really like him as a player. Okay, and then I think a lot of us, really look up onto him, in terms of playing basketball. And then yes, when he died, honestly, right, I cried a bit, because I grew up, knowing him, and then especially when the times of O'Neal and Kobe, I thought they were like invisible. I thought that they're gonna make a dynasty, that they're gonna. They also did a three-peat, 200 till 2002. I was like graduated. I'm like in the I want to go to college at time. Yeah. I'm on around 16 years old. So yeah, I was starting to love basketball. So I really thought that that time, right, these two will be like 10 years champion. And it's so sad that they break up. Yeah, but
Too much egos.
Yeah, man. So that's a waste. I really believe if those two play together throughout the year, they could have like 2,000 championships. So, but sadly, okay. But thank you, Kobe. Okay. Hopefully you're watching this. Okay. And then this is a tribute for you. Okay, Coach John, in one sentence, who is Kobe to you?
Kobe's a true champion that will be sadly missed by many for a long time.
Coach Victor.
A champion, a perfectionist who does not accept any excuses.
Coach VK.
4 a.m. 4 a.m. if you know what I mean. Yeah, so he's renowned for his 4 a.m. workouts, and I think that's something that really strikes me as a coach and player, that he is able to dedicate all his time. And the reason why he takes helicopters is that because he wants to get to the training facility as soon as possible every time. Yeah.
For me, one word: a hero in basketball world. And let's hear from our coaches and players who is Kobe to them.
Hi everyone, I'm Coach Shiyang. Just want to thank Kobe for giving the world one of the most beautiful jump shots, and most importantly, his Mamba mentality.
In my opinion, he's the all-time best one-on-one player. But one thing that impressed me the most about him is his competitive spirit. All the kids who want to be a great basketballer should go read and learn from what Kobe do in order to achieve his level of greatness.
Down in the face of Paul Millsap.
Since I was still a kid, I already know his name, although I don't play basketball. And his mentality and leadership encouraged me to be a great leader in the sport I used to play. Even nowadays, when I'm playing basketball, when I think of him, I think it makes me to play harder in matches and practice.
Kobe! Thank you, Kobe, for inspiring us and the younger generations. Happy Kobe Day.
Kobe means to me he's like an NBA legend. Beside Michael Jordan, he's the next NBA legend. And then the way he play is, currently no NBA player can actually be like him. And he has got a very tough mental. And then he doesn't care about what people thinks about him, and then he doesn't care about what people does to him. What he wants is really excel in his game and his career, his life, so that he will be the best in the world. And then I learned to be like him, trying to be like him, to be strong and tough.
Off the backboard, that was a planned play, Kevin. I've seen him do that a lot.
I like Kobe because he was an inspiration to me, and he motivated me to train as hard as I can every day.
I learned from Kobe is his Mamba mentality. Never give up. Even your team is down by 20 points, 30 points, but you still can try your best and make a run, and eventually your team will be at the top and win the game eventually.
4-second difference. Bryant a three.
科比的比赛是怎么启发我的？我看过他很多的比赛，他的曼巴精神，我很敬佩。然后呢，他在场上那种不服输的精神，我也很敬佩。还有每次他在绝杀的时候那种冷静的心情，我也很敬佩。然后呢，最后关于他的死，我感到很伤心，也同时感到很可惜。毕竟他也曾经是篮球队里面的巨星。
Impacted me in many different ways, such as the mentality and the grit that he showcased on many levels. Like when I watched him, the way he played.
Wow!
Uh-oh! Because I grew up watching him.
But the way he plays the game and his perseverance on the court, he never gives up. Even though for the shot clock is winding down, but he's still trying to get the ball and fight for the last few seconds.
1:40 to play.
Young, I've been watching his game a lot, so I've been inspired by him, and then I went to watch his video, and then after that, slowly I researched more about him, and I find out a lot that he have done off the court.
And that was a little tough to Alvin Gentry.
To me, Kobe is a very successful player and a fatherly figure to his family. And how does he inspire me? He inspired me through his passion and his dedication towards the game of basketball, Mamba mentality. Peace out.
Okay, so to talk about Kobe Bryant, I think he's one of the greatest players of all time.
Starting to make his move for the win. He got the lead for him.
I was so inspired by him. I would go to the internet, check out all his videos and his past trainings. And I see the attitude he has towards training, the grit that he has, that he wants to win and wants to be on the court. And there was once with torn Achilles tendon, he still steps up to the free throw line to take a shot. I think that is madness. I can't imagine the pain, but that's how much he wants to be on the court.
Kobe Bryant takes off from the elbow.
Number 24, the meaning behind this number. Have you ever thought of this? 24 hours a day. How will you use this up? Kobe Bryant uses this in a meaningful way. Wakes up at 4 AM in the morning for self-practice before his morning practice in the NBA. Not one, but every single day. That's how he scored 81 points.
On the run, Kobe on the reverse.
A really good player from the history of NBA. He's very famous. That I can learn a lot of skill from his movement. He is very hardworking on his training, so that's the point that he inspired me.
The loose ball. Look who's got it. Double. Go ahead and pop it a little bit. Ball bounces right to you, and he puts on a show.
I just want to thank Kobe for his beautiful game that he brought to us. In my heart, he's always the greatest of all time, and this is why the reason I'm wearing this number.
Thanks for the memories, Kobe. Rest in peace.
Thank you, Kobe, for the memories. You will be missed.
Kobe Bryant's work ethic is well known, and he inspires me greatly. To quote him, I can't relate to lazy people. We don't speak the same language. Rest in peace, Kobe.
怎么启发我的呢？科比就是他的曼巴精神，他不到比赛最后一刻，他永不放弃的精神，让我觉得我也想像他想成为他那样，就是可以让我在篮球里面坚持，然后不到一刻绝不放弃。我对科比的死感到非常的可惜，因为就像一个不知道科比是谁的人，就是不接触篮球的人，他们都能知道科比是谁，就说明科比的影响力很大。他死以后，我也是伤心了很久，然后我感觉他也会对整个篮球界做出的影响也会永远铭记在我们心里。谢谢。
7-100 Lakers.
Hi, I'm Coach PK. When it comes to Kobe, I would say my greatest connection to him will be the MJ connection, because I'm a huge fan of Jordan, and so is Kobe. Kobe really modeled his game after MJ in every aspect, including all his moves and his little actions on the court, okay, from what we saw throughout his career, right? And of course, like Jordan, he's an NBA champion who has put in a lot of hours of hard work above everyone else. He's most well known, I think, for his 4 AM workouts and his dedication to improving himself.
The line, look at the play. The crowd was on their feet. Look at that one behind the back to spin. Nice play, and then the three-point.
And for our Elevate Your Game, we have a very special Kobe signature fadeaway move for you guys.
Picked up the dribble.
Everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Elevate Your Game. Today we're going to learn about Kobe Bryant fadeaway jump shot.
Kobe backs down barrel, a step back fade. He got it!
Down of the
long jump and then fade back and have the strength to get enough arc on the ball to get over a contestant.
That's for today's Elevate Your Game. See you next time.
Unreal! Are you kidding me?
And here's our exclusive interview with the boss of limited edition, Mandeep Chopra, and he's a very big fan of Kobe. Hello everyone, welcome again to our In the Zone Kobe edition, and today we have a very special guest, the boss of limited edition, Mr. Mandeep Chopra. All right, so today we're gonna know more about him. All right, so anything you want to say first?
Oh no, thank you for having me. I mean, great welcome. Thank you.
And I hear that you are a very huge fan of Kobe Bryant. Can you tell us more about it? And then how do you feel when you heard about his demise last January 26th?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a big Lakers fan since I started watching basketball. So I started with Magic Johnson. So obviously when Kobe went to the Lakers was like a new hope for me that, you know, the Lakers could come back. And of course, as you know, it happened. So being a Lakers fan, obviously, I became a Kobe fan. And so in saying that, when he passed away, I have to admit I was very badly affected. I think for one whole week, I just couldn't get over it. I was like going over the news non-stop. I mean, at first I couldn't believe it was true also. So it was I don't know, I was like, I can't think of a word, but I was like in a funk for like one whole week, and you know, just couldn't even function properly.
Wow, you are really badly affected. Have you met Kobe before?
I have been lucky to meet him twice actually. Wow. But I mean, to be honest, it was all very short meetings. It was like hi, shake hands, take a group picture, you know, just very casual. So no, but I can still count myself lucky that I actually got to meet him. Wow. But yeah, I wish I had more time to actually talk. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy with just actually seeing him up close right next to me.
Wow, there you go, guys. Mr. Chopra actually met Kobe Bryant before. You are the biggest, shoe company here in Singapore right now. What do you think is the impact of Kobe Bryant, like especially his shoes and apparel, to your company?
I mean, as you know, Kobe's the series is ongoing, right? Even before his death, it was ongoing. Wow. I guess I don't know whether it's a good or bad thing to say, but with what happened, I mean, his legacy was always going to be there. But I guess with his passing a bit too early, the legacy just has become bigger than ever, and there's a huge demand for his product because, and that just shows you what a player and what kind of legacy he left in basketball. Yes. And I don't think I've seen anything like it in my time, where, you know, there's so much outpouring of love, and as you can imagine, the demand of Kobe's, when it happened, like anything Kobe of ours just got sold out. And I don't say it in a good or bad way. I think it, in just a simple fact, it just shows you what a lasting impact he's had on the game.
Oh wow, even though he is dead already, he'll
never die. I don't think he'll ever die, and that shows you his legacy, right? Oh, wow. That he will live in your thoughts and minds, he'll live in mine, and anybody who's watched him play. And the beauty of it is, I think a whole new generation now is going to be able to appreciate him. Wow. And yeah, I mean, so I look at the positives.
Wow, that is a very nice input, and then view of the things that you want to impact Singapore. Especially, you sponsored 2 kids to get a new Kobe shoes. All right, can you tell us more? Why are you doing this?
So I think I'm doing this because I think I've always, more than somebody who I'm ready in the national team, or, you know, I'm looking for somebody who we can inspire to, you know, meet their goals going forward. So I think I just really wanted to focus on the youth. Wow. And I think that's what, you know, let's say even with Kobe and his daughter, right, starting her young. And, you know, too bad she never got to, you know, see her potential realized. So I think this is, in a way, my small way, that if we can somehow motivate or reward people who made, you know, progress in their game. You know, it doesn't mean that, you know, these two people who we've earmarked today, it doesn't mean they have to go on and become national players. But if they can meet certain goals, I meet my school team, you know, I've done very well in training, I'm very hardworking, or display the Mamba anyways, or focus on the youth. And who knows, maybe in time, somewhere in the future, one Singaporean is going to make it to the NBA. It could be now, 10 years, 20 years, but, you know, nobody says we can't try.
Wow, there you go, guys. You heard about from Mr. Chopra, the heart behind his sponsorship, and then helping the kids to have new shoes. And then you should see how they react when they saw the new shoes. It's really priceless, guys. Mr. Chopra, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you so much. And that's for our special edition in the zone today, guys. See you.
Bryant for the win at the buzzer. He is hard to believe.
Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in our Kobe special. Don't forget, this Friday as well, 9 p.m., we're going live to you, and you can send your suggestion and comments below. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Timeout. Spurs.